Hello everybody and welcome back to another Genshin Impact video. In today's video, I'm going to be going over everything that was announced in the 2.5 live stream. It's a lot, and I even have more. And I know I'm late on this, and you guys probably already know this. So, yeah, that's just what happens when you upload every single day at 8 a.m. And when you upload at 8 a.m. the day this gets announced, you can't really do anything. Because I do want to keep these videos just once a day. I don't want to overflow my YouTube. But here right now, here's the code. Type it in. You get 100 primos, 10 ores. There will be more codes as we go along. First thing, phase 1, we're getting Miko. Miko looks good. We'll go over her abilities in like a couple seconds. She's really good. I think she's going to be great. I think she works well with riding. Not what I wanted, but I think she's gonna be good. Phase 2, we got Kokomi and Raiden. You'll understand why I don't like how Kokomi's being put into this update and why I don't like it. But Raiden's good. Raiden's gonna work well with Yae, I think. We don't know until we actually get them in the game. We could test them out together, but I think Raiden will work great with Miko. Here's Miko's weapon. They didn't give any stats or anything on it. This is all we get. It's a 5-star weapon. It looks like a tower. Okay, so here we have. I'm just gonna let them explain everything in here, just because they didn't really give you images that we could use to describe it. And I'll pause and point out like the points where I think, yeah, this works great with Raiden. All right, so.
Miko wields a catalyst and manipulates the electro element. She provides a mix of constant damage when off the field, as well as high burst damage when on the field.
So, high burst damage, we'll get into that later, but high burst damage, so she wants to cast her burst as many times as possible. Hopefully it's not on a too big of a cooldown, because if it's on a big cooldown, then it's not really going to be fun to play as, because Raiden and Yae would not work together really. So hopefully it's more like a high damage, like 15-second cooldown or lower. That's what I'm hoping for, but Miko should hopefully work still.
Miko's elemental skill, Yakan Evocation, Seishio Sakura, causes Miko to move swiftly and leave behind something called a Seishio Sakura.
Okay, so these 3 pillars, they look like they do damage over time. It's pretty nice. I did think I said I want her to do electro constructs, but I don't think these are considered like constructs or anything. I don't really know.
These block-shaped branches can periodically cause lightning to strike nearby.
Yeah. So periodic damage if you just leave them on the field.
Ouch! When Miko unleashes her elemental burst, Great Secret Art Tenko Kenshin,
That's an idle animation. That's not a part of the burst, I don't think.
She will unseal nearby Seishio Sakura.
This is the burst.
Destroying their outer forms and...
Oh no, the tails are a part of it. Alright, whatever.
Transforming them into Tenko thunderbolts that descend from the sky.
So basically, if you didn't realize that, because I paused it like 9 times. So you'll have 3 of these, this thing, and then when you cast your burst, they basically do lightning bolts down on to where they were placed, or maybe they do it to enemies. I don't really know, but I think it's just to where they were placed.
With her passive talent, the Shrine's Sacred Shade, when Miko uses her elemental burst, each Seishio Sakura destroyed resets the cooldown for 1 charge of her elemental skill.
So basically that means her E-skill has no cooldown that's really needed, because if you press it 3 times, and then you destroy 3, and then you use Raiden, yeah, she's gonna be pretty good. We just gotta hope that she's good without any reactions, and she has high scaling.
After unlocking the talent Enlightened Blessing, Miko's elemental mastery will increase the damage dealt by the Seishio Sakura.
Okay, so she also scales off elemental mastery.
And
I heard that,
but
but
not least,
I don't really.
Miko's
we don't know how good
Meditations
that's
of Ayato, when she crafts character talent materials, she has a set chance to create an extra talent material from the same region of a random type.
So random type. I think that means green, purple, or blue. So I don't. I mean, depending on how high the chance is, she might be better than Eula, but I think Eula is better.
Materials consumed during crafting.
Oh, well, they just said. Wait.
The rarity of this material will be the same as the materials consumed during crafting.
Okay, so basically, if you can't get purples out of this, it'll only give you blues. So Xingqiu is probably just gonna be better.
That crafty.
I don't know. We gotta see her
Totally.
things.
Wait.
So next we have the story events that'll be taking place here. We're gonna finish up. They could do an Act 3, but there's an Act 2 to Raiden's story quest. It wasn't too good. Like, I have a feeling this one's got to be a lot better. You'll see why. But it wasn't too good. Yay Miko's is probably gonna be good, because most of these are. But I don't know. I didn't really like Raiden's story quest. It just wasn't. It wasn't like amazing. This is why. This is why I think these story quests are just gonna be, just a tad bit better. Because Genshin, if we don't get this as a skin for Raiden, just so you know, they don't announce this as a skin for Raiden at all. They say that her identity is mysterious and we have to find out. So it's obviously either Raiden, or just creation by the Fatui because they found Scaramouche and they made a Scaramouche 2.0, but in Ball's image. That's what I could say. This is literally all information we have. She looks amazing. Just a giant katana. Her attacks are amazing. So yeah, I'm gonna let this play out.
Well, travelers will discover that there are 3 types of shadowy husk monsters: standard bearers, line breakers, and defenders. Besides differences in weapons and elements, each type of enemy also has some unique characteristics. So let's take the standard bearer for example. When its attack hit a character who's protected by a shield, it will create shields for itself and other shadowy husk monsters nearby.
Oh. I heard that wrong. Okay.
Okay, now that's...
I heard that wrong before. That is so easy. And I don't think that the shields are going to be too strong. Probably not. I think it's just going to be like a couple hits and then you can break them. I read that wrong I didn't read it, but I heard that wrong the first time. I thought whenever you attacked it with a character who had a shield, then it got a shield, and I was like, how's that gonna work?
Interesting.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense to me. Okay, this actually I don't care. I don't care about these enemies. I was so furious about these enemies before because I heard that wrong.
Guys.
Yeah, we've covered a lot of content so far, so while we come up with some strategies, maybe we should take another break and share a redemption code.
Which is right here. So here you go. Here's the Kokomi code. 5 books, 100 primos. This code's been on for long enough. New event. Please, please, please be a catalyst for Kokomi. Make Kokomi amazing. 200% crit rate, or like 150% crit rate as the substat, please. But these are almost the exact same rewards as we got for the Frozen event in Dragon Spine for 2.3. So I imagine, I said this last time, but I imagine these rewards are actually just gonna be the same, where it's a crown, primos, mora, which will be 300,000. XP books which will be 50, and mystical enhancement ores with 300. And I don't remember these values, but this is obviously going to be a Kokomi weapon. I mean, it's got the clam, so its substat is probably going to be HP. I don't know what they're going to really do. I hope that they make this the best weapon for Kokomi. Obviously they're not, because Kokomi already has a 5-star weapon. It's not like Albedo, where his best weapon was a 3-star and then they just gave them his 4-star, so it makes him work a lot better. Yeah, so let's get into this part. This event looks really, 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 really fun. Basically, it's Mario Maker. It's basically Mario Maker in Genshin Impact. You clear levels, you get parts or currency to put into your own level that you can create, and put it onto, like, I don't know, like, you have to put in some ID code. So maybe someone's gonna create like a source where you can get a whole bunch of ID codes. They're not doing it in game, I don't think. I don't know why they would. or why they wouldn't. Yeah, so basically this event is Mario Maker. You beat the level and then you could upload it and let all your friends play. And yeah, it's like parkour, dungeon runs. I didn't see any enemies. Looked more like parkour. This event looks really fun, but it could also be really annoying. You're basically being a bartender at Deluxe Tavern, so you know that's gonna happen, and you're gonna make drinks like Diona. So maybe Diona gets special buff. Probably not, but you get this name card. It looks pretty good. Probably goes well with like a Zhongli main kind of guy. So this next event is just a rerun event. It's really good. I really like this event when we had it. They're talking about you can get like 3-star like banners, not banners, but icons whenever you clear it. So the 3-star icons are hard to clear or hard to get. So yeah. And here are the trial characters. Ito, please have a good Ito build is all I'm asking, because they do not know how to build their own trial characters anymore. I don't know what happened, but like they gave Deluxe 40% crit rate. A guy Deluxe gets crit rate built into his kit. They gave him 40%. That's like 20% crit rate. That's all they gave him. Okay, so here we go. They didn't really show an image for this, but so I have to play it.
Finally,
this is pretty good.
In the later part of version 2.5,
I do like this a lot.
Travelers will see another return of the Overflowing Mastery event. Be sure to check what your characters require and save up some resin to get those talent ascension materials you need.
Thank you. Make it permanent. I'm not joking. The amount of work you have to do for talent materials, it's awful. It's awful. Please make this permanent. But yeah, this is gonna run for like about, I think, a whole week. Maybe. I don't know. Like a whole week, 10 days. It's like Leyline Overflow, but with talent books. Really good. Okay, so here's where they're gonna give some info on 2.6.
Next, we have some exciting info
Why?
about a future version to share
Amazing,
with everyone.
but why?
There is a massive area that travelers have been waiting to explore, which has already been part of the map for some time now. In our future update for version 2.6, travelers will be able to delve into the Chasm.
Right. Oh, wow.
What? Like, I heard the leaks, they were saying the Chasm's coming next before Sumeru. I kind of just knew this. I didn't expect them to say it in 2.5. So, you're telling me we get Enkoku no Miya in 2.4, right? One update, 2.5. And then we go, and the next update, we get the Chasm. I understand. Enkoku no Miya wasn't that huge. But like, what? Like they must have like multiple developer teams just designing like a whole bunch of areas. Sumeru is probably almost finished already, and they're gonna release it soon. Because if you know, 2.6 was, or 1.6 was the last update of the version 1.0 like line, and then it went to 2.0 with Inazuma. Is Sumeru coming in next after Chasm? I don't know. But here's a couple images of the Chasm. And they actually did show us an enemy, which I did not expect them to do. Ruined Serpent. He just looks like he's going to be annoying and he's going to go underground. That's all I can get from this. But yeah, that's cool. And last code here. Type it in. Get your rewards. You probably saw him in the thumbnail already, but Ayato 2.6. What does he have to do with the Chasm? No idea. Does his character design look about 10 times worse than I was hoping for? Why does he have carpets on his hands? I'm good. I'm good on the Ayato. So this is like, what? I'm skipping this whole entire version, and then I'm gonna skip, well, 2.6 maybe. Kazuha might come back, so. Which also, I'd like to point out, Kazuha, like, they skipped so many characters. They skipped Ayaka, Kazuha, Yoimiya, Ito, or no, Ito came after. Yeah, they skipped 3 whole characters for reruns that haven't gotten reruns. And it's actually been 2.1, I think, is when Raiden, I made a mistake and I said 2.2 is when Raiden released. 2.1, I think. So 4 updates, and we already get, like, the character back. This kind of turnaround comes with Ito. Whew. Whew. You boys better be summoning. But, yeah. I personally am not going to be summoning him for him. Not only, I mean, he does have access to a good, like, reaction, which is Vaporize. Which I think with Hydra, it might only be 1.2. I'm not really sure. But I'm skipping this guy, definitely. He just, not my kind of character design. Hopefully you guys like him. Yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Make sure to subscribe if you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.